I'm gonna rig this one wacky rigged. Say that 3 times fast. So what I'm gonna do is, see if I can get it on camera good. I'm gonna take my hook right about the middle of the bait. I'm gonna stick it through, right? And I've got it stuck through the way, since there's a lot of weeds in this grass, what I like to do is kind of rig it a little weedless, and I'll just stick it back in and just kind of more or less barely have that tip sticking out. I can just barely catch my finger on it. So it's going to look something like that. When it goes in the water, it's going to wiggle its way down. And like I said, you don't have to use Yamamoto brand. You can use, I mean, Strike King's got the Shimmy Swimmer or Shimmer stick. Googan Squad's got the Lunker log. Yum's got the dinger. I mean, there's one of everything. Now, something about fishing a wacky rigged weightless Senko, which you don't have to necessarily wacky rig it. You can rig it just about how you want to. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna kind of lift it up just a little bit, just kind of shake it more or less in place. You don't want to yank on it, you don't want to pull it too far. You just kind of want it to more or less just kind of come up a little bit and then go right on back down. Just gonna shake your rod tip some and just, you know, let it fall back, and then just kind of do it again. And sometimes you'll feel the bite, sometimes you won't. You kind of got to watch your line. Watch for your line to kind of pop, or, you know, and if your line's moving, you know, guaranteed you got one. This is really effective when fishing from a boat or a kayak too, because you can just cast up to the bank and work it back from the bank, and a lot of times that's where you're going to get most of your action from, which I'll cut in here in just a minute with some kayak fishing, where I was fishing the other day on one of the county lakes with the weightless Senko and wacky rig just like this. Another thing is, you don't have to have your drag set like crunk down, because if you do, there's a lot of times you'll tend to pull it right out of their mouth. Sometimes just bring it all the way back up and just let it fall back down. It'll do its thing, shimmying back down into the water. And you can't see it, but there's a log that runs right out here, and that's what I cast it along. See if I can pick up on something running right along that log. Picked up a little bit of grass, but not much. All right, let's. A lot of times, if you parallel the bank line, you'll get a little bit better, especially this late spawn, post spawn time. It's perfect, and it's kind of one of those things where you toss it where you want it, shake it a couple times. If you don't get a bite, reel it in and cast it out somewhere else, which I have. Got one. Oh, come here, little guy. Like I said, you want to go out and catch bass, weightless Senko is the way to go. All right, let's get him loose. It's a decent little guy, you know. Maybe a little less than a pound, but like I said, cast it out along the bank, cast it out along structure, by grass, whatever, and you'll catch him. That was my second cast with the weightless Senko. And, well, he just jumped out of my hand. And there he goes. All right, and see, this guy's still fairly good. Usually runs back up, so I can just run this back around, put it back through, and get after it again. see if I can catch another one. This has been how to catch bass with a weightless Senko. Just about the universal way to do it. Just about every pro, anything in the country will tell you, you want to just about guaranteed to go out and catch bass, throw a weightless stick bait, whether it's a Senko, whether it's whatever brand you want. Just play with it. Generally use it on, spinning rod, medium action spinning rod, works really well. Throw it along the bank, give it a couple shakes, throw it around the structure, give it a couple shakes, and they'll bite it. Y'all have a good one.